This is the all-new Community Connection. I'm your host, Jade Harrell, keeping you connected to our community. Well, the 6th annual St. Louis Teen Talent Competition Finals are happening at the fabulous Fox Theater, a free Broadway-style event for the whole family and featuring 125 acts from the Metro St. Louis area that competed in preliminaries. 39 acts competed in the semifinals. 12 acts will take the stage to compete for over $30,000 in scholarships and prizes. Judges for all rounds include an impressive cross-section of professionals from the local and national performing arts community. And I am joined by Catherine Ballard, who is the executive director of the Fox Performing Arts Charitable Foundation. Hello, Catherine.
Hi, how are you?
Well, we have come down to the finals, huh?
Yes, and we are busy preparing. There's lots to do to put on a big show at the Fox. We're very excited.
I'm very excited, too. So this is a big show. Let's talk about what it took to get here.
Oh, yes. Well, we open up the registrations in the fall, and students can register themselves in as a solo act or in a group up to 6 students, and they can choose to do whatever they want to do as long as it's a performing art. And we had over 200 online registrations.
Sweet.
And, then we asked them to fill out some paperwork. And so then by the time we got to the preliminary round, we had about 125 acts that had fully registered and were ready to perform.
That is very exciting. I'm glad for the response.
It's a fabulous response. The number keeps going up every year. We love that.
Well, we hope to continue to be a part of that effort and make sure that we get the word out.
Yes.
So tell me about the ones that showed. What did you have to choose from?
Oh, gosh.
Let's go to round one.
These teens, they're so creative.
Yeah.
And, we just had such a variety. We get musicians, we get actors, we get singers, we get dancers. We even get some circus skill type acts. We have some unicyclists this year and some contortionists. I like to see when they, get together in little groups and do something, like they'll play instruments and sing and, and just really have fun with it. We had bands. We always have some bands that try out and just always lots of singers. But dance is becoming our second most popular category. Lots of dancers.
What kinds of dance do you see? What kinds of disciplines show up?
Every type. We have 2 tap dancers in the finals. We have we always have contemporary dancers. We have a ballet group in the finals who made it to finals. We have hip hop. Sometimes we have traditional, like last year we had the traditional Indian dance, and they made it to finals. They were just fabulous. Didn't have that this year, I don't believe, but it's just neat to see the different varieties of everything.
It really is. It's neat to see how many different things come to the table. Now, it's just, you have to bring your mind back to these are just high schoolers.
Right. It is. I do have to keep reminding myself of that as I watch the preliminary round and the semifinal round. And then I think everybody kind of walks away with that feeling from the finals because, they could be, they look like pros.
Yeah. And they've put a lot of heart into it. I think at that age and this stage in their life, they're hungry for it. And so much goes into it. And it's all still very, very new and exciting and fresh for them. It's a beautiful time.
It is. And they really drink in the feedback that they get from, the judges at the earlier rounds. And now they're working with our show director and taking in his, advice and direction. And, the nice thing is that there is some time between semifinals and finals to really rehearse and refine and hone their act so that it's the best it can possibly be. And they do. They just look like professionals when they're up on that Fox stage.
That's what we're in store for once we get there, is that it will be a polished professional show.
Exactly.
Again, you will be surprised that they may even be at the amateur level. So how did you start narrowing down from the 125 that you ended up with, the pool there?
Well, we always have at least 3 judges at every day of competition, and the judges are a cross-section of, they'll be, if I have dancers and singers and musicians scheduled to compete against one another at a prelim round. Then I'll have a dance judge, a vocal judge, and a musician judge, so that there's at least one judge that can kind of really speak to them and their skill set. But all the judges are performing arts professionals. I mean, so they, while playing a guitar may not be exactly what they do, they've been in the business and are musicians of some sort, and can certainly give feedback to a student about their musicianship or just their stage presence, because a lot of it, you can have skill and not have very good stage presence, and that's where the judges can really give them some great feedback about how a professional handles themselves and how they, start and finish, and it's just such invaluable feedback that they get. So those judges assign them points, and then the top vote getters from a round of preliminaries will advance then to the next round. So it's all about points, the points that they acquire from the judges.
Well, I really appreciate that the judges will be able to give them that direct feedback there in their full performance.
Well, now, it doesn't happen at the finals.
Okay.
It does happen at prelims and semifinals. That's such a key part of this process, is to have that time with the judges and get their immediate feedback.
Exactly.
To help them, because the whole point of doing this is not just, it is to give them, give out scholarships and things, but it is also to really help them become better performers. And the feedback is where that happens, because the judges at that moment, the judges become mentors and instructors, if you will,
right,
to help kind of point out, this is what you're strong at, this is what you need to work on, and if they listen and do what they say, they really will become better. And we see it happen between prelims and semis. We see, wow, that person really took the judges' notes.
Right.
And and boy, I can think of a couple who really just improved leaps and bounds. Not that they were bad to start, but they just really listened and applied it.
And that's kind of what takes you along the journey, or makes you feel part of the journey, is to be able to see that happen along the way.
Absolutely. It just makes it so meaningful for me and worthwhile to just follow their journey, kind of follow along with their journey.
Pretty neat. So are there any children that were that come along from year to year that are you able to enter if you were in it in a previous year? Is it a one-time thing?
Yes. No, the only act that is not allowed to re-enter the competition is the winning act.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So you can re-enter as long as you're in high school. So some have re-entered, and we actually had quite a number of students re-enter this year. Last year's winner, it wasn't an option because she was a senior, so she graduated.
Right.
But she, of course, will be back performing in the finals, because we always have the previous year's winner back to do a guest appearance and perform again. This time, not under any pressure.
Right.
just do. And she's working. Last year's winner was Tiela Taylor, a beautiful contemporary dancer, and she'll be back doing a different piece this year. And she went on to. She's now studying dance at Lindenwood University.
Neat.
Yeah.
Very neat.
Yeah.
So then. I think they would come back then with, 1 year of seasoning under them and having had a win to boost them. Do you see a difference in the performers that have won, that have come back, and how they've matured and grown?
Yes, just the level of confidence and poise is so much higher, and that really is, if you have confidence and poise, then that allows you to breathe and perform. Sometimes you're performing, but half of your brain is nervous and worried about what you look like.
Complete adrenaline.
Worried, am I doing the right thing? Just worrying about a whole lot of stuff they shouldn't be worrying about. And once you've got a year under your belt and you know what to expect, then there is you're a little bit more relaxed, and it just allows something better to happen.
What a tremendous opportunity for these students, and it's I just think it's a great thing to have. Now, among the prizes, You know, so you can win, but there's so much more to just winning. And, you know, I read $30,000, huh?
Yeah. There's, of course, first, second, and third, which are a $7,000, $5,000, and $4,000 respectively.
Wow.
For those scholarships. And those can be used anywhere the student chooses to use them, as long as it's for further training or education. But then we also have some special award scholarships. There's the Cape Sokol Musical Theater Scholarship Award. So a student who demonstrates excellence in the musical theater genre could win that award, and that's a $2,500 scholarship. And that's just the first of many scholarships, and a few of them are cash awards too, but they are for specific things like originality or for dance or it's close to $30,000.
Wow, that
doesn't include all the awards like COCA gives us some gift certificates to give to students for to take classes there, as does Dayspring School of the Arts and Stages Performing Arts Academy. And there's performance opportunities. St. Louis Cabaret Festival has offered a scholarship this year. They're going to select a student to take the summer high school cabaret intensive, which is pretty neat because we always have a lot of singers, and so some young lucky singer is going to get the opportunity to study with some professional cabaret singers, and they come from all over the country, and they get 4 days working with a professional cabaret singer to improve their skills. So we have so many wonderful organizations who really support this event and offer these scholarships and performance opportunities, and we're so appreciative of it because it's the students who really benefit.
That's right. Absolutely. Well, they benefit, but we do too, because it is a great show. So let's send out the invitation to our audience to join you on the 23rd for this grand event.
Yes, April 23rd. The show is at 8 o'clock. The doors will open at 7. It's at the fabulous Fox Theater. Everybody knows where that is. If you don't, Google it. The tickets
shame on you.
There is no admission charge, but you do have to have a ticket. You can get those in advance through MetroTix, and again, there's no charge. But you do have to have that physical ticket because they have to scan it when you enter the door, and then you just come in and sit anywhere you like. They're general admission tickets, and we want to fill that house. It's 4,126 seats, and we want to fill it.
And we can do that. I've seen us show up in great numbers for support of our children, so I know that we can do it.
Yes.
All right.
With your help, and we thank you for helping spread the word so much. You're such a great supporter.
Oh, Catherine, I appreciate it very much. It means the world to me. Those are they're among my keywords: children, education, and family. So it's right in my lane.
It's a perfect family event.
There it is. Right. I'm thinking my kids would absolutely love it. And they keep thinking about talent shows and things they may want to enter with. I'm not going to talk about their talent, but this will give them a chance to see firsthand something great and right here in that they can strive for, because they're not even middle school yet. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it will inspire them to be ready to enter when they are eligible.
That's right, and that's the idea. And another thing is, if you're looking for something different to do, how often do you get to go to Fox for a free show? Let's talk about that.
Right. Exactly.
Lots of schools will be represented. We've got Fort Zumwalt, Belleville East. We've got homeschool children. We've got Hazelwood West, St. Charles West, O'Fallon, Lindbergh, St. Louis Ballet School. We've got the Grand Center Arts Academy. There's a Webster Groves High School. And Central
Rockwood
Visual.
Summit.
Yep. We've got a full showing. So come out and support. We're excited about it and look forward to seeing you there. Success to all you young people that are going to get out here and show your stuff. Catherine Ballard, Executive Director of the Fox Performing Arts Charitable Foundation. And you can get more information at foxpacf.org. All right, that's it for this week. If you have questions or comments or have something you'd like to include in the community calendar, you can leave a message on our message box at 314-333-8369, 314-333-8369. And for more information about our show or any of our guests, you can visit us online and listen to the podcast at Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. And search Community Connection with Jade Harrell. You all be blessed, do blessed, and take care.